Hello everyone, the trading card collector with more Dragon Ball cards. Today I have one of the oversized sets that have become somewhat popular recently, not as popular as the metal cards, but these sets are also gaining momentum, and there's a lot of, they call them the art board set. There's a lot for all the popular franchises, for One Piece, Dragon Ball, Demon Slayer. I do think this is the first of one of the first Dragon Ball board sets that we have. So this is, like, as you can see, the size of my hand, roughly. This is an A6 board over here. And typically what these sets have, they have these boxes, and in one of these boxes you will have, depending on the manufacturers, you're going to have like 5 or 6 different envelopes, sealed envelopes inside one of those boxes. The envelopes sort of look like that. And I'm not going to open any of this today, but I'm going to show you a bunch of the different rarities that you can get, because I have already opened a lot of them. And the reason why I'm not opening these is because some of these boxes, some of these rarities are a lot thicker than the others. And it is very obvious when you hold one of these boxes in your hand if it has one of the very heavy ones or very thick ones, right? Because you can, I don't know, I probably cannot see it here in the stream, but you can typically tell when you hold one of these boxes, like, oh, this has something very thick inside. So because I do have this on my Whatnot shop, and I do want to open the entire case that I got there during the live stream, I'm not going to open any of these myself, because it would be very easy for me just to grab a very thick one and just open that and just knowing what is inside. So because I do want to open all of those live, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to open any of these sealed boxes. These are still sealed boxes. I do have those in the Whatnot. But instead, what I'm doing is I'm going to show a bunch of different varieties from boxes that I have already opened during that Whatnot stream. I've already gone through roughly half the case, and I think we have seen pretty much everything except for some of the big case hits. And I didn't know this when I ordered the case, but this set also has redemptions. It has 2 redemptions. One of them is this big lenticular card. You can see all the different characters there. That is one of the potential redemptions that you can get. The other one is a very cool binder. So it has a binder that is, this is the first textured binder I've ever seen. It is, it's a regular size binder. It's a regular size 3-ring binder, but it has a very cool image there. And of course it does have the A6 pocket sleeves inside. Now this is not difficult to get. You can get this on Amazon very easily, but I do like this binder. It's a very, very cool design for that binder. Now, what do these cards look like? So again, you have in each one of these boxes, you have 6. I'll put this away real quick. But you have 6 of these different ones, and there is a lot of variation. And another thing they're doing in this set is they have a lot of collaborations with other franchises and other characters. So what I have here, and I have here, you cannot see it, but I have here on my left, I have a bunch of different cards from different rarities, and I'm just going to quickly show them so we can get a sense of what to expect in one of these. And this is flipped, right? This is the back. But basically, what I have from after opening like about 6 boxes, I think. So these are all the cards for this particular rarity tier that I have here, the ones that have all the freezer forms in the back. Now, what do these look like? Well, they look like so. So you have very, very cool images in this set. Honestly, some images that I had never seen before, and they're pretty fantastic. So this particular tier, and I think this is one of the lower ones because of the sheer volume that I have after 6 cases, 6 boxes. So quite a few of those, right? So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. So basically like 1 per box. I don't think that tracks along all the boxes. I don't think you have like warranty 1 on every box, but these are like sort of like a rough sketch paper texture to them. And here you can see the rarities that we got. They're very cool images that I had honestly never seen before for the vast majority of them. That is a very cool Rosé right there. Gotenks Majin Buu. A very sick Broly. It looks like all bloody and battle ready. And there we have a Janemba. I think that Broly is, yeah, definitely one of my favorite ones. Right, so this is one particular variety here, right, that we have. Let's put that over here. I'm just going to go through all the different varieties one by one. The ones that I have, I don't have samples for every single thing. Now, the next one is 3 particular cards that are very similar but are slightly different. So, because they have like the sun symbol here in the back, I have 2 of these, the ones that are vertical and 1 horizontal. And this one, if you can see in the background, so that looks like a Broly right there, whereas here is just a Goku, I believe. A Kaioken Goku. So let's look at these 2 first. So these have a very foily treatment to them. So we have here a cooler. So it's very, very shiny. And then we have a perfect cell as well. And those are the vertical ones. And then for the horizontal one here with the Goku in the back, we have a Freezer. So it's somewhat similar, right? And they do have like the some of the similar foil treatment on them, but I do think they might be slightly different. So there was some of them. Now these ones, I have 3 of those. These do not really have a back that I can show you because these are animation cell images. I'm going to use a white background so you can see. So you have like the transparent, it's like an SS Goku, right? So it's obviously in both sides, so it doesn't really have a back that I can identify, like the animation cell ones. I put those over here. Here I have another one with Zamasu. I have 3 of those to show you, and a Teen Gohan, SS2 Teen Gohan. I'll put that one over there. Now the next variety that I have, probably my least favorite one. It is not an actual board, but it is slabs. Right, it is a slabs, so they have these fake slabs. I'm pretty sure these are fake. Fake slabs, even with like fake grading, right? And I'm pretty sure you can just pop this open, the same as with the previous art cards that I've seen on slabs, except that the other ones just had like a generic label on them that just had the brand, and that's it. This one actually pretends, so we have 3 different cards here. They do pretend to have the like the grade and a description of the actual card. Just like it makes them feel a bit more legitimate. But it's an actual real size trading card, right? That is the back. I have 3 of those, and if this belongs to any actual game, I don't really recognize it. But this is written in Japanese right there. So we have that one, and we have this Goten one, and this UI Goku. Right, so if this belongs to any actual game, I do not recognize it. But like even in this one, it says Goku Super Saiyan, and that is UI Goku, so it's not Goku Super Saiyan. That's Gogeta, that's that Son Goten Super Saiyan, and it's also not in Super Saiyan form. Right, so yeah, I do think this is just fake slabs. They're not bad images, right? I do like them, but the fact that they just don't really belong to any actual game, to me, is a bit of meh. But in every case, you have 5 of those. But probably because of the format and the fake slab form, probably my least favorite ones. Now we have another set of transparent ones, and I call these the chubby characters. So this is a different format. These are squares. I'm putting the white background so that you can see properly. But because this is like the animation cell, but this is like the chubby set, right? There's images I have never seen before. So here we have, for example, a Raditz Goku Piccolo, and they're just various images of Dragon Ball characters, all in like chubby form. This is a UI Goku. You can barely tell that he's chubby, right? Because it's just such a small image. And this is also a somewhat common set. Here we have Frieza, Piccolo, and Goku. Gohan and Krillin there in the back. I do find this very funny though. I do like those. And here we have an SS3 Chubby Goku. So I'll put those there so you can continue seeing them with the white background. And move on to the next variety. What else can we get in this set? Well, here's another collab, or like the first collab that we can see. And this is a good one. This is a Ghibli Dragon Ball collab. So I love Ghibli as well. I've opened a bunch of different Ghibli boxes from different sets. And here we have Dragon Ball characters drawn in like Ghibli style. And I have 2 to show you. There's a Goku Ghibli. And the Shenron and Ghibli. Like, when you look at this, it just looks straight out of a Ghibli movie. It's pretty fantastic. And these of these collabs, you have basically 10 on every case, and a case has 30 of these. So one case has 30 of these boxes. Each box has 6 envelopes inside. Another different non-A6, non-standard format is like this fake money. Some of these bills, here we have a cell. It's all like $100 bills, fake bills, obviously, with different characters. There's 12 of these total in this set. 12 of those. I can only show you the cell, perfect cell, because that's the only one I have here. Now let's move on to the next rarity. So these, the ones here with this back. I have 3 of these. So we're getting into the realm of these are a bit harder to pull. So here we have Zamasu, Rosé, and Trunks. These do not have a ton of treatment. They do have like the sparkly border though. And a Super 17 right there. And then this very sick Broly from the original Broly. Not the Dragon Ball Super Broly version. And you can tell because of the clothing is different. But like Broly in different forms. We have 3 of those. Next rarities here. This is somewhat thicker and definitely heavier. This next tier has Cell in the back. The back doesn't really have any relation to the front. This is like every tier has a different character. Now these have acrylic cutouts. It's still a solid board. Like this doesn't jiggle or anything. You cannot remove it. But they are significantly heavier because they have like the regular board in the back and then this acrylic figure that you can see that has all of that frame and is popping out. So it has like multi-layer. So we have 3 of those to show you. I'll put this over here. This one and a very awesome Teen Gohan. Okay, and next I have 3 more from the next set to show you as well. These are very sick. These are also heavier. They don't really have multi-layers. Actually, they might. So they might have like an acrylic frame on top because the energy bolts, they really look like they're flying. And they have a very cool foil treatment of them. In addition to the general foil that's applied into the back and the character, all the energy bolts and everything are an additional layer of foil. Look at that SS4 Goku. That is pretty sick. So I believe these are also, you get 10 of those in every case as well. I'm going to cover the banknote. And let's see if I can make a bit more room over here. And getting close to the end here, let me see the next one. I have 4. What kind of bag we have here? We have UI Goku and Young Goku. 4 of these next tier. These have a very cool feel to them because they sort of look like manga images that have been colorized, but images I had never really seen before. So that is a very awesome Broly right there. Gohan and Goku in the Chamber of Space and Time training for the Cell games. And here we have Gogeta and Vegito. Right, we have that one. And getting close to the end over here, I have 3 more types to show. One is this new tier. This is a Majin Buu here in the back. And we have the very holo effect Gohan right there. I think there's also 10 of these in every case. Different characters. Put that there. Then we have the next collab, the next collaboration. This has like a corrugated paper fill on the back, and this is different layers as well, so that's like popping out. It's like grainy in the back. This is a Pokemon collab. So here we have a Young Goku with a Pokemon. You're gonna have to forgive me. I am not a Pokemon person, so I don't know what Pokemon this is. It's like duck something. But there's also 10 of these Dragon Ball Pokemon collabs. I think a lot of them have Young Goku in them. A very cool one too. And then finally, just to close, we have another collab, and I have 3 of these. And this is the one of the my favorite ones. This is a Labubu collab. If you're not familiar, Labubu is this big, massive craze from China. It's one of the first major IPs to make it globally. And here we have Dragon Ball characters in Labubu form. So this is the Labubu collab, and we have the Labubu freezer. And these are very thick cards, and also the Labubu form is an actual magnet, an acrylic magnet that is stuck in the card. So you can pop it out and just put it in your fridge if you want. I have 3 of these. There's 10 of these in every case. 10 of those Labubu collabs. So we have the freezer here, a Beerus, and a Trunks. So far I've opened in this current case, I've opened 15 boxes from this current case out of the 30 that I have, and there's like 10 of these, and I've opened 5 of them. So yeah, it tracks, right? In total, there's like 12 of these Labubu collabs for Dragon Ball. So you can see like the set has the Ghibli collabs, it has the Labubu collabs, and the Pokemon ones, right? So that Pokemon right there, it has like those very cool collabs, and even the ones that are not collabs, super cool cards. Most of them are crazy good art. So even though I personally do prefer the cards that are like regular size, and I'm not a huge fan of boards generally, but I had to jump on this one because he has like some very cool images right there. With the exception, at least as far as I'm concerned, like I do not really care much about these slabs because A, I don't know if this is a real game. I suspect it isn't. B, it's a fake slab, and C, it just doesn't seem to fit with the rest of the set. But yeah, there you have it. So this is the new art board that was just released for Dragon Ball. It is a very awesome set. I recommend that if you can get a few boxes, you get them because it is fantastic. And that's it. Hope you enjoy that, and see you next time.